What's up? Welcome to the Sports Sidebar Podcast. You're tuned in with your boy Rich, and I'm here with my buddies Tom and JD, and we're about to get this thing started. Let's go! Man, oh man, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We got a brand new episode for everybody. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good, Rich. How you doing?
Doing great, man. I was having a good day. People tried to test me out here, man. Ordered some food for delivery. Messed up my order. They wasn't trying to compensate me. They're trying to tell me I had the right order. I had to pull up on them and show them, like, yo, you gave me the wrong stuff, man. So switch this up, man.
How do you let them do that to you, Rich?
I mean, I didn't. That's why I rolled up on them, man. If I would have just took it over the phone, they wasn't going to resend me nothing. They was going to talk about, I got to talk to my manager. It's like, nah, y'all playing games over there. Had them remake my order, man. Messing around.
Good. Don't settle.
Never. How you guys doing over there?
Doing good, bearing down for this hot stretch here.
Hot as hell, man.
Yeah, you get a couple of weeks of that a year up here. Yeah, other than that, doing good. Can't complain.
Yeah, that's the way to go. You got to enjoy these last days of summer before we get into fall. Looking forward to fall. I love fall, man.
Yeah, it's a good season for sure.
Love when the trees start changing colors. You get that little orange, red. Then it's like not hot, not cold. It's like just right. It's like three little bears.
Yeah, you get like 3 or 4 days of that, and then it just gets cold.
Yeah, but I like the cold though. I'd rather be cold than hot. So
yeah, I hear you.
So I run hot. So yeah, so when it's cold out, I go outside in some shorts and a t-shirt. Like, doesn't bother me, but some people, they can't handle the cold.
I don't mind the cold. I don't like the when it's cold and windy and when it's snowing and icing and all that nonsense. Actually, I don't even mind the snow that much. I just don't like getting
cleaning it up. Yeah. Like, oh, that's so beautiful. All right, who can clean this up?
It was great in college when we didn't have to do anything. Just had to trudge through it once in a while to get to class.
Oh, yeah. Or you didn't have to go to class because of the snow. That was another good one. Exactly. So most of the weather stuff, like, I like when it rains, I like when it snows, but I just don't like cleaning it up or getting caught in it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, so I don't think there's much in the NFL. I don't know if there's any.
Just waiting for that Deshaun Watson ruling to come down. I still do think it's, like, we talked about this already, but I still think it's going to end up in that 6 to 8 game range.
Yeah, because I think they're going to give him time served from last year, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be like, not a lot of stuff is coming out where it's whatever he gets as far as a penalty or punishment, it won't look bad. So
yeah, no, I hear you. That's why I don't think I think it probably should be a year, but it doesn't look like it's going to go that way. From everything that's coming out.
Yeah, because it's not like a video leaked out or we got texts.
Right. And
so
all the criminal cases have been dropped. All, 30 of 34 have been settled. The team, Houston settled a bunch. So it's all screaming like 6 to 8 games. Because they don't, the NFL would love to lay down the hammer, but they can't do it without justifiable cause. Yeah, right. Yeah. So it just sets a bad precedent, and the NFLPA they'll never go for it.
Yeah, because it puts them in a bad position too, because then they're playing like they're playing judge and
judge, jury, and execution.
Yeah, when that's not their job, so to say. But
no, and Goodell said it multiple times that they're not the law, right? So they can get them on the player. I forget, we looked it up before. The player
code of conduct.
Player code of conduct. Yes, but that's about it.
Yeah, so people can't be too mad at the NFL. It's not as I said, they can't expect them to be canceling people, so to say, if there's no guilty plea or anything like that. But people gonna have to live with it. I feel like it'll. Sad to say, but I feel like it'll fade away after a year or two. People forget about the whole Deshaun Watson situation, kind of like Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah,
just a blip in the on the radar. So we're still gonna have to wait to see what happens. So
yeah, for sure. But I think we're headed down that route.
Yeah, any day now. Hopefully we get that info. And then on to the NBA. Your boy LeBron was out there in the Drew League, put up 42 and 16. Letting people know he still got it, but it was the Drew League, so surprised he went out there. I'm surprised.
I was too.
I'm surprised how you go to the Drew League and you won't do the damn dunk contest. Come on, man. Come on, LeBron. You kidding me? But that's a different story. But
Yeah, and Kyrie didn't show up. I guess he bailed like 20 minutes before, called someone, so he wasn't coming. Isn't that his league?
Nah, the league was like established way before. But he's played in it. He's played in it a bunch of times. So I have a bunch of different other players, like DeRozan plays in it a lot. A bunch of people.
I did see a funny meme. It was like because Talon Horton Tucker played, and they're like they showed his like average. It was like 8 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. It was like goes to the Drew League and still is a role player.
That's bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the Drew League's kind of like I don't want to say like the West Coast Rucker, but it's a basketball league. They do out on the West Coast. Originally founded to kind of keep kids off the street. They play pretty much like Saturday, Sunday games during the summer. A lot of our NBA players have showed up. Other famous basketball players. I mean, people go in there and did their thing, man. I'm just surprised that LeBron went there to play. That's not one of the places I thought he would play. Just because during the summer we don't see him really do a bunch of stuff outside of the NBA as far as other basketball leagues or anything like that. He doesn't even participate in the dunk contest or 3-point contest. So, but I guess he wanted to remind people, who he was.
Yeah, I mean, good for him for placating the fans a little bit, but yeah, like you said, I'd like to see him in a dunk contest, or 10, 12 years ago, see him in a dunk contest. But I guess it's good, get some good PR, get yourself out there a little bit. I mean, what does he got to lose at this point?
Yeah, I mean, it was great for the NBA as well, because he was playing, they broadcasted it on the NBA TV. So I'm sure a lot of people got to see it exposed, gave great exposure to the Drew League. I'm interested to see it if the NBA does that for other basketball leagues. I don't know if the Rucker one's still going on, but that was a famous one.
They still do it, yeah.
But yeah, but I don't think really celebrities go to it as much.
Kevin Durant played.
That was
year,
like
the year before.
No, that was a while back.
Was it that far back?
Yeah, that was like maybe like 4 or 5 years ago.
Harden played in it too.
Yeah, but I don't think Harden did good when he played. Harden played good in the Drew League, but not when he played at the Rucker. So, but I'm interested. Like I said, I'm interested to see how if the NBA does this more. When their players go to play in other leagues, because they actually have in their contract that they can go play in certain leagues. But it's going to be interesting to see how what the NBA does to try to expand into these other markets. And outside of that, I mean, speaking of Durant, we got the Kevin Durant still demanded a trade, but it don't look like he's going anywhere, man.
He will. I think that they're not in a hurry right now. They're probably just weighing out all their options, figuring out the best path to go. But I still think he gets traded. But again, NBA is easier. You can wait until the last minute and do it. It's not like football where you really need to kind of get in the OTAs, and it's more of a different systems and things like that. I think the guys in the NBA, they don't. It's more of a one-on-one game anyway. So
which team you think he ends up going to? Now that it looks like Phoenix might be out the picture. So
yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. I doubt he stays in the Eastern Conference. If I'm Brooklyn, I'm not doing that unless someone absolutely blows you away with a ridiculous deal, which I don't know. I could still see Phoenix trying to do something. I mean, that Ayton contract, they could always move that if they wanted to in the winter. Who else would handle them? I mean, we talked about OKC. They're signing guys left and right.
Mayor Washington's trying to get in the picture too. So
he's from Washington. He's always kind of had a soft spot there. That wouldn't be a bad place. But what do they have to give up? Actually, that's not a bad one.
Yeah, I mean, between them, Miami.
I don't see him going to Miami. I just don't see it. I don't think. I mean, maybe, but I just don't know what they have to give up that's any good. That wouldn't completely gut their team that they have.
Yeah, but I said maybe they're willing to gut their team and just keep Jimmy.
But why?
I mean, if you think about it, they don't really got.
Trade Butler for Durant. I'd keep the rest of that team.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing. If you look at Miami's team, there's not really much on there. That's what I'm saying. Like if you're not really gutting it, so to say, if you traded everybody else for.
I'm saying anyone that. Yeah, but if you give up Bam, or I guess it would just be Bam that I wouldn't want to give up, but they'd probably have to give him up. Yeah,
I figured that'd be only salary wise, and based off him being young with the potential, that would be somebody that would want. I don't think you want Larry or.
No, I'd say probably Bam and Harrow.
Yeah, maybe throw in Duncan to try to see if he has anything left. Yeah, for salary as well. So this will be interesting to see.
I think you do that. I'm not sure. Miami's probably a fringe, championship team already. I think that probably makes you worse, to be honest. Because Bam can do a lot down low, guarding bigger guys. I think, like you said, they kind of struck gold with some of those free agent pickups that they had. I guess it could go to Miami. I'm just like thinking the guys that they'd have to send back to Brooklyn would kind of hurt them more than it would help.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with Brooklyn. I mean, I feel like the roster's kind of loaded now. So I mean, if you trade Durant, you're getting a bunch of players back. How do all these guys play? I mean, imagine you had a hero. Imagine you got Hero, Duncan Robinson, Bam, and then you still got on your team. You got Seth, you got Simmons, you got Kyrie, and then you got what's the name? The other guy, the white guy coming back off the injury.
Joe Harris. Yeah.
Like how do all these pieces fit?
Yeah, you probably do a 3-team trade. You probably move someone.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I feel like they're still in a good position. I mean, even if they got rid of Durant, they could probably still make the playoffs. So
yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're dead in the water by any means.
Yeah. So you got to wait to see how this all plays out, though.
Mm-hmm.
Then your boy Westbrook fires his agent. Looks like I don't know what's going on, man. I think he's trying to get out of LA, but he's gonna be stuck there too. Nobody wants him, man, because LA is not trying to give up no draft picks to send him somewhere.
Yeah, I was reading today. It was like he's just become so intolerable that even his longtime agent doesn't want to work with him anymore.
Yeah, I mean, even though his agent said good things about him, I mean, his agent said, his best bet is probably to stay there. But, if he goes to another team, that'd be, what was that, 4 and 5 years or 5 and 4? I mean, that looks bad. I mean, especially this is a contract year for him. So if he plays bad like he did this year, then honestly, he might run himself out the league.
Yeah, I mean, he'll stay in the league. He'll just have a much, much lower salary. He's probably worth it. One mid-level exception, even like a 2-year, $15 million deal if he wants to do it. Other than that, no one. I don't think anyone in the NBA is paying this guy big money again.
But that's the thing. I feel like he's one of those people that has so much pride. He wouldn't take a league minimum.
You never know. Depends how much he wants to play basketball.
I mean, you never know.
You never know.
No. So we have to play. We'll see how that plays out. And then your boy, the Jazz was trying to swindle us for the Mitchell deal, man. Talking about 6 picks, and then they wanted like 4 or 5 players, man. I think the Knicks hung up on him, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. I mean, I know he's young. He's 25. Is he? I was talking to someone over the weekend. Has he maxed his potential? You think? Do you think he's got more in him? Is he worth 4 first-rounders and players? It becomes a value thing, right? And is it worth it to blow up your entire team for a guy like that? I'm not sure it is. I probably go back to like the Harden deal where you have 4 picks over 8 years and maybe a player. But I don't see the Knicks doing more than that, and I probably wouldn't do more than that either.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with them. They're looking at it as if they get Mitchell, maybe he'll attract some other superstars.
Yeah, that's what
to come play with them. So, but that's the thing. It's not a guarantee. I mean, they could trade for him, and then nobody else comes, and then you're just stuck at a playing team.
Well, wasn't that they're playing with Carmelo?
Well, no, the plan with Carmelo was, we had Amari Stoudemire at the time, and then, we were trying to get the big 3, and we were trying to get another person in the offseason, but what happened is they should have waited until the offseason to get Melo rather than trade for him during the season.
Yeah, yep.
And then what happened is we got injured, like the next year when we got to the playoffs. So, I mean, then after that, then they got rid of Amari, and then it's just like, all right, what are we doing here?
Yep.
And outside of that, I mean, I know you don't like Summer League, man, but the Knicks lost them to the Blazers for the chip, man. It hurt, man. Thought we would finally have something going in the positive direction, man. But, lost by like, it was like 77-85. So lost by like 8 points. I thought our young girls was going to carry us, man. But somehow the Blazers, they got hot. Couldn't stop them, man. They took the chip in Summer League, man.
We're just gonna have to get them in the regular season now.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, I think we can, but I don't know how that Blazers team is gonna look. I know Dame is coming back, and then I don't know what we're doing with these guys on the roster. I mean, there's rumors of us moving Julius Randle, and then trying to get rid of that off of that Fournier contract. Depends on how these other young guns show up. I mean, the ones that are in the summer league, they're playing great, and then we just gotta see how Tibbs plays everybody. He had some players on the squad last year that he should have played, didn't play much, a la Cam Reddish. And then some of these other rookies. I want to see more Obi Toppin. I want to see more of these other rookies from summer league. But he's kind of old school, sticks to his old guys. But we have to wait and see how things play out. Then your boy Ayton signed his deal with the Suns. I don't know what's going on with this man.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. So I think that the Suns probably said, "Hey, look, like go out and get an offer, and we're gonna match it." Because they knew what they could offer, and they again, they're saving money. They don't have the 5th year. I don't think that they're absolutely in love with the guy, but now they can. I would say because it's the restricted free agent tender, he's paid a little less a year, and again the shorter term. And I feel like if he just signed back in Phoenix, he would have demanded that 5th year and the higher contract, obviously, right? Because why would any of these guys sign for less than a max deal right now?
I don't think they were going to give him the max anyway. So I think he still was. He would have had a in between deal. I think he got a lesser of the 3 deals. So basically,
right. and this is why I think that they told him to go out, because they're like, hey, we're not gonna sign you to a max deal, but if you get a restricted offer, we'll match that, and that's what he did. Because there's no way that the Phoenix was letting him go for nothing or whatever it is, 2 first-round picks or something, but. And if they do still want to trade him, like you said, come January, come trade deadline, they can still move that contract.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's one of those guys I'm not fond of. I feel like he doesn't play hard enough at times. Kind of disappears. Somebody that has a lot of potential to be a great, 1 or 2 on the team, but he falls and just disappears at times. So,
but maybe he's still young. Maybe he can change that. I mean. I felt like when Embiid first got into the league, he was kind of like that, and now he kind of takes over games. So maybe that's something that they can. It's not something you can learn. Obviously, having that competitive drive. Maybe it's something that he figures out a sweet spot for his game, because he can do it. We've seen him dominate at times. It's just that whole disappearing thing. Like he kind of disappeared in that series against. Was it Dallas? Dallas. Towards the end there, and then in the finals last year, he was non-existent.
Oh yeah, and that's the main thing with me. Like when he plays, there should be, especially when they play teams with no big, so to say, he should be killing. He just, I don't know, man. He just disappears, man. And then I mean, we've seen it, like you said, against Dallas. They actually sat him, and they felt like he quit on the team, which was crazy. I mean, for him to go back to a coaching staff and that environment is going to be very interesting to see how this plays out.
Yep. And
then on to MLB. We got All-Star Weekend going on. Got the All-Star Game going on now. Before we get to that, I mean, your boy Juan Soto turned down the 445. The next thing he comes out and wins a home run derby. I'm hearing trade rumors, man.
Yeah, I heard if they can't sign him before the trade deadline this year, they're going to try to move him.
Yeah, was that his brother or his coach that had the Mets jersey on?
I didn't see that. I must have missed that.
Yeah, I'm listening to you later. If that's not tampering, I don't know what is, man.
These guys tamper all the time. It's like so obvious.
I mean, that's crazy, man. But I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see. I mean, but I think it was 12 years too.
It was 15. So it was 15 years, 450. Oh yeah. So it's $30 million a year.
That's a long time.
That's a long time, and I think that he's probably looking in. If I were to guess, probably in the, what is he? He's 20, 24, 23, 24. Yep. He's probably looking in, 10 years, 400 million, 10 years, 380 million, somewhere around there. That's my guess. And then, that brings you to your early 30s, and you probably get one more 4 or 5 year deal. And, with opt-outs and all that, who knows? But, yeah, I mean, that's a lot of guaranteed money to turn down.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. But man, that's a lot. I feel like also, I mean, it's kind of smart because I feel like at this time, you don't want to lock yourself in a long deal like that, because in the event the salary cap goes up, you have a chance to make more, let's say 5 years down the line, 5 or 6 years down the line with a more, lucrative contract. So,
Yeah, but you never know, right? Like, what if what
hmm
if all of a sudden you lose it? So
yeah,
it's or you get hurt, right? What if something happens, you get hurt, you blow out your knee, and you're just never the same. And I think that's kind of why these teams offer them the big deal. They say, hey, look, like we're taking a bet on you over the next 15 years, but also if you get hurt or if you start to suck, then we're gonna take it on the chin. But you pay for those upfront years, right? Always.
oh yeah. But as I said, that's why, as a player, you also want to bet on yourself. But I mean, you
Mm-hmm.
don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're like, Dennis Schroeder, where
Exactly.
you turn down, well, what was it, 90 million or something like?
4 and 64 he turned down.
Yeah, something crazy, and then
He got
you end up
1 year, $6 million.
Yeah, that's bad, man. You got to fire your agent or something.
I think it was him. I mean, it's probably not his agent.
Man, that's crazy, man. How did you not take that deal though?
I don't know, because he thought he was better than that. He thought he'd get more money. This is. I mean, it's not a problem, but like, because these guys are, again, they're playing a game. Like, either way you slice it, like Juan Soto's going to make his money, but it's just. I think it's hard to turn that money down.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think it was the years for me that got me. I would have turned down the years. Like, if maybe we could do some, maybe do a 10 year for 445 or something like that. But 15, that's a long time, man. That's pretty much your whole career. I don't know if he wants to be in Washington that long.
Yeah, I mean, so do I'm gonna say do like a no trade clause or like one of those trade clauses where you have to approve it, and then something happens, or throw a couple opt outs in there. Throw an opt out in after 5 years and after 10 years, something like that. I think there's ways around it.
But I never really seen that in baseball where they have like the player options, stuff like that.
They have opt outs. Oh yeah, they have opt outs all the time. JD Martinez had like 3 of them in his contract with the Red Sox.
Oh,
Every year it was like, is he going to opt out this year or not? And they were like, please opt out. He's like, nope.
nope. Give me that check.
I mean, A-Rod had it in his contract with the Yankees. Remember, he opted out in the what was it, the 07 World Series? He opted out and then signed a bigger contract with the Yankees. But
yeah, but I feel like it's like rare. It's not like
no, all these big contracts. If you look at them, they have opt outs all over the place for the player. Stanton has an opt out in his. They're all over the place.
I gotta start paying more attention, man. I feel like none of these players are exercising their rights, man.
No, because the problem is when you get to later in these contracts, they're being way overpaid, so they're like, screw you, I'm not opting out.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely see that in the NBA as well. So
yeah, exactly.
We've seen that with John Wall. We've seen that with Westbrook. I mean,
exactly. You pay for the early years, and then you're stuck in the late years, and just hope that contract ends soon.
Oh yeah, All-Star game going on now. I mean, it's not really say because playing now, but
yeah, Ohtani got picked off first in the first inning, singled on the first pitch, and then got picked off.
Yeah, so I mean, still early in the game.
Goldschmidt just hit a home run. 2-0.
Spoke too soon.
I did like the move that they're doing. You see, if they're tied after 9 innings, they're going to a home run derby, and they got pre-selected players.
Oh yeah,
I like that. I like that move.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the way for them to double up on the home run derby.
And no one wants to see this go into extra innings, so like just end it there. It's kind of like the penalty kicks in soccer.
Yeah, but I also feel like fans will want it to be a tie, so you can see another home run derby.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. At that point, I'm already asleep, so I don't care.
Yeah, but the hardcore fans, they'll be up.
Yeah.
So we had the British Open. Your boy Smith won. Came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was a good weekend. I thought Rory played well. I mean, he shoots 69, and I had to go in with a 4-shot lead. I'd imagine you expect to win, but Cam Smith played well. I mean, the guy had 6 birdies in a row, shot 30 on the back 9, unbelievable putt on 17 to get him. He's pretty much in even the announcers were like, he's pretty much dead in that spot where he was in front of that road hole bunker. He rode rode the berm with his putter, which is extremely dangerous because if you don't clip that, then you're in a bigger bunker or in that road hole bunker, and you're probably coming out sideways. And you can't go at the pin. Put it to like 12 feet and hit the par putt, which was huge at the 71st hole. A little bit of drama on 18. Cam Young, during that eagle putt to tie at 19 under, and then, until Cam Smith hit the birdie putt. But yeah, I thought the crowd was pulling for Rory. Rory had plenty of chances. Again, he just couldn't get a putt to drop. When he hit, I think he hit 35 of 36 greens on the weekend or something. So not that. At St. Andrews, that's a different story because the greens are massive and you can still have, 90-foot putts. But, he played good enough to win. He got beat by a better player or someone who played better than him.
Oh, yeah. I know the PGA was sweating their socks off.
Dustin Johnson up there.
So, yeah. All these live players were up there. They was like, oh, man, please, somebody knock one of these guys off. So,
yeah, I think this live thing's going to come to a head here shortly. Get the FedEx Cup coming down the pipeline here at the end of the season tournament for the $15 million. And I think after that, I think that PGA Tour is going to have to do something because I think you're going to see some people heading over there to get the guaranteed dollars. And like we talked about before, I can't blame them for going for guaranteed money. But I think PGA is going to have to do something.
Oh yeah, they got the what we call where I'm from. They have to ante up, man.
Yeah.
So I have to come up off some dollars, man.
But yeah, I'm with you. I think it was like Rory's out here trying to save the PGA Tour over the weekend, and did a hell of a job trying to get there.
Yeah, man. I mean, great event as always. We almost had he almost could have got to a little playoff, but missed that last shot, like you said. But I like the fact that they asked Smith about after he won, what he he said like, what are you gonna do? He goes, I'm gonna see how many beers can fit in this thing.
Yeah. And then the next morning he said 2 beers can fit in a claret jug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Cam Smith. He seems like a down to earth dude. Obviously likes he likes his beer. I think he gave up beer in the off season or this past season. He dropped like 15 or 20 pounds. But
I ain't gonna lie, he got to cut that mullet, man. That mullet is,
I don't know.
that mullet is vicious.
He can at this point with that wispy mustache and the mullet.
Yeah, that mullet is vicious, man. You need to cut that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again. We got another summer edition of JD's Bites and Brew. What you got for us?
All right, so for today, lemon butter chicken over a white rice. So pretty straightforward, nice, easy meal, refreshing meal to cook in the summertime. Obviously with the lemon, but straightforward. You can do breaded or not unbreaded chicken. I did it breaded on this one, so I did just a salt, pepper, flour. Threw the chicken in a frying pan, a little bit of olive oil and butter.
Okay.
Fried that up. Put the chicken off to the side. Put in a little garlic, some minced garlic, some 2 shallots diced up. Got those nice and crispy, and then threw some low sodium chicken stock and lemon juice. And let that kind of simmer and then boil down a little bit, and then threw in the lemon zest and the butter, melted that up, stirred that all in, put the chicken back in, and puts together a nice little sauce. You don't have to use, sometimes you have to finish those sauces with some salt and pepper. This one kind of already, flavorful, so it came out pretty good. And then just made a batch of white rice, plain white rice, a little bit of butter in there. And then did the chicken over the white rice, pour a little extra sauce on there, and then sprinkle a little parsley on top.
Oh, nice. Sounds like the sophisticated version of lemon pepper wings, man.
Yeah, kind of similar. Yeah.
But that sounds good, man. My family used to make fun of me when I put butter on rice.
Really?
Yeah. I think it tastes so much. The rice tastes so much better when you have like a little butter on it.
Oh, I put when I make it normally, I don't have all my gear here, but I do a little bit of Kerrygold and Lowry seasoning salt pretty much every time I make it.
Oh, nice.
Been doing that since I was in high school.
Yeah, my family used to make fun of me, man. As a kid, I used to eat just like white rice with butter, man. And they like looked at me crazy. I was like, y'all missing out, man.
They're like eating plain the plain white rice from the Chinese restaurant with no soy sauce.
No, like not the no. If I get Chinese from
no, I'm just saying, how that's what I equate it to, because like plain white rice, I feel like just has no flavor.
No, it doesn't.
Need a little bit of butter. Need something in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need something in there. Like even if you get it from Chinese store, you put some soy sauce or some duck sauce or something on there.
Exactly.
Or whatever the sauce that you get from whatever your chicken is, or whatever if you get like beef and broccoli or something. But I mean, that's what I understand, man. They just eat the rice raw. Like, I'm like, what's wrong with y'all, man?
It's a weird move.
I was telling them they the weird ones, man.
That's what I mean. It's weird for them to like something like that, giving you a hard time.
Yeah, but they hating, man. So you know how the hate goes.
Yeah, I hear you.
And then what'd you guys drink that down with?
All right, so we're getting my review of the Simply Hard lemonade.
Yeah, I'm so mad I didn't get to drink mine.
Don't be mad yet. So we were talking about this last week. Looked good. I like the Simply juices. I like the Simply lemonade. I like the grapefruit juice, orange juice, like everything that they make, right? So I felt like, how can they screw up a Simply lemonade? Throw a little bit of vodka in there, whatever, however they make them, right? So got a tall boy. Didn't want to commit to the 12 pack. I usually try to, if I can get one or two of something, I get that before I go for the full Monty.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately like look at the back, right? Just for whatever, this is just how I am nowadays. I just always look at the calories and all that because I'm just curious, right? So calories not that bad. Added sugar was like 27 grams. So already I'm like, something doesn't seem right. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I'll give it a sip. So crack it open, take a sip. Like beyond belief, sugary. Like almost undrinkable, sugary. Not refreshing at all. Kind of leaves a weird taste in your mouth. I powered it down because I hate not finishing things. But honestly, I've had a ton of these lemonades. I think I've done a bunch of them on here before. This is by far the worst drink I've had in a very long time.
I wonder if it was just that flavor, or if all of them like that. Because when the one I bought was a big variety pack, they don't have like a regular like strawberry or lemonade or blueberry one that you could just buy, and all of them in there are that flavor. Mm-hmm. So I wonder if it's just that flavor, or all of them are like that sugary.
I can't imagine that the flavor profile is that different, to be honest. I don't see it. And I think that the Mike's Harder lemonades, I felt like those were sugary, but at least they had like a better flavor to them. This one just like, it's like they killed the flavor. It was overcarbonated and it's just way too sugary.
That's bad, man.
It was bad. Yeah, I'm gonna throw this one at a 3.9.
God damn.
It was bad. I wouldn't buy a single one of these. Wouldn't buy a single 12-ounce can ever again.
Damn, man. Simply, what y'all doing over there, man? This was not simply good, man. This was simply bad.
It was simply bad. And the disappointment on the first sip was, I was so excited to bust it out because I was like, this is going to be refreshing. And, maybe, not going to get a big buzz or anything at a 5% with it, but it felt like, you can get, take the edge off a little, have a nice lemonade on the lake. Nope, didn't happen.
Yeah, man, I didn't even get to try mine, man. I was caught up in the barbecue, had me on the grill. So, like, I got there, had to make the hamburgers and hot dogs. Then after that, I had to make the foods for the people that don't eat meat. Had to make those like plant-based burgers.
Oh yeah.
Then after that, they had me do salmon on the grill. Did that. Then I did some jerk chicken on the grill. Did that. Then after that, I had to go help my mom, serve the real food, which was like, the macaroni and cheese, stuff like that. And then after that, people wanted more burgers, but I was like, man, I'm out of here, man. I'm done. I was just burnt out from, being on the grill all day. So by the time I got off the grill, it was maybe like 7, 8 o'clock. So
why did you have a couple of these while you were grilling?
Because all the like containers were full with ice. All the the buckets of ice already had like a bunch of stuff in there, so it wasn't even any room. Because normally what happens is like when we have a barbecue, we tell people to bring like a drink or whatever you drink.
Sure.
So people will bring like other Mike's Hard or whatever they drink, and then we were putting all those in the into like the little buckets and stuff, and then also the waters and the sodas. So it wasn't any room. So we had a bunch of like leftover stuff we didn't get to yet. So I don't even know.
Rich, rule 1: always bring yourself a small cooler at the very least.
Yeah, I know, man. I thought we would have had one of those coolers inside the house, just for the family, but they had everything out, man. There was just no room.
That's sad.
But overall, it was fun. Good to see some people. Probably gonna try to do another one next month, but we'll see how that plays out. And then that's JD's Bites and Brew, everybody. And then for the BRRs, not too much this week. Checked out the Bill Burr special. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Has some interesting takes on there. Don't want to give it away, but definitely something to watch, especially if you like Bill Burr. I feel like all those guys from the Dave Chappelle show are great on stand-ups. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't want to say biased, but I feel like all those comedians from that era, like that were either on the show, wrote on the show, like they're doing great now.
Mm-hmm.
And then checked out Resident Evil on Netflix. Not gonna lie, man. If you follow the Resident Evil story, do not watch this. I don't even know how I'm getting through this damn thing. I feel like it really doesn't relate to the story, the original story. I mean, it's a pass. I mean, it's just a pass. Just don't watch it, man. Just don't watch it. Especially if you like the Resident Evil you played as a kid, just don't watch it, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how people cannot follow a story. The story's already created for you in the video game. Just follow the story. Like,
because they want to put their own creative spin on it, Rich.
No, you can't put your creative spin on somebody else's story and make a completely different story. It's just like okay, I'm gonna steal your characters, make my own story, and this is supposed to be successful. But I don't know, man. Just pass on that one. And then I'm hearing this Ryan Gosling movie's getting bad reviews. The one that comes out on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's done by the Russo brothers. Has your boy in there that played Captain America. Looks like it's a bunch of action. Most of the reviews I've seen have been bad, but I'm gonna still check it out, see how it is. Then I watched the Black Phone. It was all right. Probably give it like 6.8 out of 10. It's about this kid that gets kidnapped, and the guy that kidnaps him, the kid that he kidnapped gets like visited by all the other kids that the guy kidnapped and killed, and they're trying to be pretty much they're calling him on the phone, trying to help him escape. So it's not really too much of a horror. It's more of like a thriller. Definitely something that you can watch if you like horror or thrillers. But overall, it wasn't bad and it wasn't great. It was just okay. But my expectation of it prior to seeing it was I thought it would be like horror, crazy, kind of like Saw type of thing, because the way the bad guy was masked up and like the previews showed, but it's a little slow in that area. So, but overall it was okay. I said it wasn't bad, wasn't great, just okay.
Okay.
So if you ever have time, definitely something you might want to check out. But I know I'm still in the movies, but they just started putting it on like the social platforms. But now you got to pay for it. So if you wait for it to be free, definitely check it out.
Okay.
And then finishing up The Bear Now, good show. It's on Hulu. They got like 8 episodes. Each episode is like 30 to 40 minutes, I want to say. Has the guy from Shameless. I mean, he's a great Lip. Yeah, he's a great actor, man. I feel like he does well in these roles where like the guy is like struggling with some kind of internal demon, so to say.
Sure. Yep.
But you know, he basically takes over a restaurant from his brother after his brother passes away. His brother leaves him the restaurant, and you know, he's kind of like a well-known chef, but you know, he's in a whole different animal as far as you know the way the restaurant is. So he's trying to you know fix the restaurant and attempt to you know fix his you know relationship with his family and his brother that passed away. But overall, it was a good show. One of the episodes, episode 7, had me mad because of some stuff that happened. But when you watch it and you see it, you'll get what I'm talking about. But
Okay.
Overall, it's a good show, good watch, straight all the way through. Has some funny moments to it. So it's like a you know comedy drama in between that. But overall, it's a good show. Looking forward to seeing if they bring it to see if they bring it back or not, or you know to see what they do with the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely that's definitely next on the list.
Yeah, it was quick watch. You can probably finish it like in a day or two because the episodes are pretty much short. It's not like hour-long episodes. So I think that's it. I don't know if there's anything else I'm watching. What was your review on Boardwalk Empire, the classic?
Classic. Yeah, first season was good. Good character development. The guy in the FBI leading the FBI charge for the Prohibition. Little insane, but really good actor. You know, I think they got the you know the different storylines and tying up the Chicago, New York, Atlantic City trio there. It's pretty neat, and just yeah, how the ending. I guess I didn't really see the ending coming. They you know Nucky's doing whatever he can to you know keep the mayor of the Atlantic City on his side. So he gets the guy, you know, he basically fires his brother because his brother's a little bit of a liability as a police chief. Brother gets pissed and then you know basically reappoints him right after the election. You know, I thought that was interesting, but I'm excited to see you know season 2. What do Jimmy and his dad and Eli? What are they plotting against Nucky?
There was a lot of people in that show. Back at it.
Yeah, my only issue is I get like mixed up on because all the Italian guys all kind of look the same.
Yeah, and
so like wait a second. Yeah, they all have that like you know black curly hair. It's like who's who or black slick back hair. Other than Al Capone, I mean, everyone else is just like kind of looks the same.
Because he's got the scar. Everybody else wears the same thing.
Yep. I do like how they do like, pull in some of that real history stuff. Like his Al Capone's son was actually deaf.
Yeah.
Stuff like that I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, you see more of that in the I think 3rd or 4th season. Like when they mention like the Kennedys and stuff like that.
Like Rothstein fixing the World Series.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's why when you watch the show, you're like, oh shit, what?
Yeah.
There's some like truth to what you know the stuff they went just you know the stuff they show on the show. So.
Yeah, you don't just make that stuff up.
Yeah. So it's crazy how alcohol was looked at back then like that.
I know, but they had a lot of. I mean, it wasn't. Obviously, country wasn't as big, and a lot of that was like localized, and then all the the crime was just so rampant and stuff like that they probably just blamed it on that.
But you see America's cycle, man.
Oh yeah.
Alcohol was illegal, then they legalize it. Now they make money off it.
Yep.
It's gonna happen with every other drug. Yeah, it's gonna go down, man. I don't want to give anything away for you, but it was a great show, man. One of those HBO Hall of Fame shows. You know they have in their catalog. It was a lot of good actors in there. Try not to give anything away, but I mean, there are definitely some you want to have seen, like one of those staple shows like Breaking Bad and The Wire. One of those shows you want to have watched. You don't want to miss out on.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time.
Until next time.
I want to thank y'all for rocking out here on the Sports Sidebar Podcast. Give y'all something to ride out on.